Good morning, YouTube. Thomas had a problem the other night. He was coming home from work and the transmission locked up. By locked up, I mean he put it in reverse and it won't come back out of reverse. You can't do anything with the shifter, and when you release the clutch, the only thing it does is it goes backwards. The clutch is working, but evidently Mazda has a bug in their transmission. We went and looked it up on the internet, and sure enough, the detent spring for the fourth to reverse little slider bar inside the transmission, if you go and take it from fourth or fifth and put it into reverse, sometimes it locks it up, and sure enough, that's what the problem we've got. So it's a real simple fix, according to everybody on the internet. We ought to be able to do this without too much hassle. So we're going to put it up on the ground, and Thomas is going to take out the reverse sensor switch and go and pry that little bar towards the rear of the car to make it behave. And once we hear it click, everything ought to be back to normal and he can drive his car again. So come along with us today as we attempt to fix his transmission. All right, Thomas.
Okay.
What did you do to your car?
So, the shifter, the little plastic, or is it bushing? Yeah, I think it's bushing. At the very end, I'm pretty sure it just isn't there anymore, or it's very broken. To be fair, the car has 160,000 miles on it. But I couldn't get it into fourth, so it just stayed in neutral. I could go into everything else, I just couldn't get into fourth. So I popped it into neutral, because that was the only thing I could really do.
And then you ran it through all the gears.
Well, I coasted up the hill, put my foot on the brake, put my foot all the way down the clutch, wait for the RPM to go to what it should be at neutral. I went to first, second, third, fourth, fifth, reverse, and it locked up.
Okay, so it sounds like it's got the bug that everybody talks about on the internet.
Yeah. It goes into reverse, or it is in reverse. It reverses really well. Like phenomenally.
Okay, well, I tell you what, once we get this fixed and we prove that it's actually fixed, then we'll rebuild your shifter. We got the shifter rebuild kit from 5X Racing, and rather than getting the old OEM plastic bushing that, you know, wears out, I went and got the bronze bushing that folks use for racing. So it ought to be real tight, and it ought to slip in right where it needs to go for another 100,000 miles.
Do you have extra transmission fluid? Because that's what you put in the mount, in the turret mount.
Oh. Well, I've got some for the tractor. It's either GL4 or GL5, and I think it's GL4. I think I've got some GL4 for the tractor, but we'll see.
If
not, you can go hop in the car and go to O'Reilly's in town and get you some. And while we're at it, since you'll be getting some of that, we'll get enough to do the transmission and the rear end, because that's the same stuff that they use in the transmission and the rear end, and that way all of your fluids will have been changed.
Can I show them the shocks real quick?
Sure.
Future video. Okay. So this is the biggest purchase for car stuff, at least for right now, until I buy a plug and play ECU, which is gonna be 1,000, and then was it Mega Squirt or whatever for the turbo. But these are, oh Jesus Christ, this is the front, I think, or the back, I don't know.
Those are pretty.
But these are Megan Racing shocks, and they have adjustable dampness, which kind of want it because
yeah, you want to have the adjustable damping if you want to do any autocross stuff.
Right. And these are beefy coilovers, man.
Looking forward to putting those on.
Yes. It will ride a little bit better than it is now because all the shocks are shot right now.
Yeah. Looks like Christmas around here. Thomas has a big pile of parts and doesn't have enough time to put them all in.
Yeah, however. Hey, the turbo should be like, what, a 2-week project?
Maybe. But we got a lot of work to do to it before you even think about it.
Nitrous next, right?
Huh?
I said nitrous is the next mod, right? Right?
Well, I talked to your mom about that, and I don't think a nitrous bottle will fit in your trunk real well.
It will.
So what we'll do is we'll mount the nitrous bottle on top of your trunk lid so everybody knows you have nitrous.
Is that a rocket or a Miata?
All right, well, let's get this thing up in the air and see what we can do about the transmission. The quicker we get that done, the quicker we can do other stuff. Okay, let's raise it. Bump it up. Now stop. Now make sure all those blocks are in the right spot.
Sorry, just got a splinter.
Is it my imagination, or is the right side higher than the left side?
Probably not.
Okay.
Does that?
Okay, we'll raise it up.
It'll be even when you up it and then you back off on it. Oh, wrong direction.
The other side latched?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that side?
Yep. Okay, now, you hear that?
Yeah, it's the door bushing. I know exactly what that is.
Yeah. 5X Racing has some that'll...
Well, Flying Miata has a kit. Man, those are tiny brakes in the back.
Yes, they are.
Man, it looks like the inside of here got painted recently. Like, it's not supposed to be that clean. Oh, you did wash it.
I power washed it.
You washed everything.
I power washed everything and degreased everything.
Okay.
Okay, Thomas, you got it fixed?
I think so. But
First, second, third, fourth? All right.
Aha! Fourth had its issue again. What?
Okay.
You got it.
Quit yanking on it,
Okay.
and we'll fix the shifter.
Okay.
Okay?
The next episode
is us
fixing that.
fixing we're going to rebuild
Rebuild it.
the Miata shifter. That's the next video. All right, Thomas, what did you do to your car?
I broke it. I'm kidding now. Actually, you did. But I tried. I tried my hardest. I went under. I unscrewed the reverse sensor. Pulled it off. Screwed with it a little bit. Then he went under it with an Allen key. And it popped right where it's supposed to be. And now we're able to put it into gear. And it doesn't just go in reverse. Now it might go forward really well.
Now, actually, we both saw other people on the internet do it with an Allen key, and we tried it with the Allen key. After I fiddled with it with the Allen key, I got the Allen key to move it just a little bit. And once I got it to move with that Allen key, I went and stuck in my stubby screwdriver, just a little stubby straight blade screwdriver, and I found the notch. Once I found the notch, I went and pried it towards the back, and it went click, just like everybody said in the video. And then I went and reinstalled the reverse switch, or actually before I did that, I had him try the shifter, and it worked. And I put in the reverse switch, and it works. So he can move the shifter, and we're done with this part. Now we need to rebuild the shifter, because after 160,000 miles, that bushing on the bottom is obviously shot. So anyway, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and come back and see us. And we'll work on this thing a bit more.
Come back when I break another thing.
Yeah, come back when Thomas's break something else.
Oh, hey, the color, real quick.
The color?
The color.
Oh, the color.
The color.
Now, are you really gonna put your greasy mitts all over your?
Well, I'm gonna be getting like 75 yards of this stuff.
Okay.
So, here, get behind the camera and make sure it can like focus. But here is the color I'm gonna put on the Miata. Picking up decently well.
That's a pretty blue.
It's a very pretty blue, and it kind of shimmers in the light. So.
Can't wait to do that. But we got a bunch of other stuff to fix first.
It needs to not go in reverse. Oh wait, it doesn't do that anymore.
Yep.